Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's having a great day. I said that I would make the video, oh, my hair. I would make that video showing you how to make this telescoping card. So that's what we're going to do today. But really quick, I would like to ask you guys for some help. If you watched my haul video yesterday, you saw that I got 5 of these. And they're 16 by 20, so they're a nice big size. And I got them for 10 bucks. So $2 a piece for this size canvas, I think, is great. But I do not have laces. I don't have trims, you know, none of that kind of stuff. So I was hoping maybe you guys would have some ideas for me for doing something with these canvases. So please comment and give me some ideas on what to do with those. I'd hate for them just to sit around. Okay, so I did all of my cutting beforehand because it was a lot of die cutting. I have these dies right here. It's a nesting, and there's more sizes, but I just took the 3 largest sizes of my, I guess these are a type of scallop, and then I have the stitched circles. Now these are not Stampin' Up ones. I am waiting for my Stampin' Up nested to come in. I'm waiting to get those. Haven't had a chance to get them yet. But you could definitely use those instead of these. And I will put a description, an item number and stuff in the description down below if you want to get those. But these are just what I happen to have on hand right now. So these are what I used. And so it's gonna have 3 sections to it like this one does. So, and as you can see, we're doing circles instead. So we'll have a small one, a medium one, and a large one. And you can't really decorate these 2 very much because they have the stuff going on top of them. So, so let me put these off to the side. So I did write down the dimensions of the cardstock and the designer series paper, which is this right here, your special paper. So for my big scallop in the cardstock, and I did this one in Peekaboo Peach. I'm very obsessed with this color right now. I just love it. But you will need a piece that is 4.5 by 4.5 to fit this. And then we have, let me turn this over. And then our next one down, our middle one, is going to be in the mint macaron, and this you will want a square that's 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 to punch that one out of. And then this last one is the watermelon wonder, and you'll want a square that's 3 by 3 for that. And then I'm going to be putting a sentiment on this white one, and it'll go on the very final one. And this one you need a 3.5 by 3.5, and we'll be putting a sentiment on this one. The sentiment I am using is from, let's see, it says Happy Birthday Wishes, which, yes, it's from Avant Garden, which to get this one you need to be a hostess with a party of 150, or you can just spend 150, and you can select this for your hostess gift. I got it because I love the font, and you'll be able to see that when I stamp it. So then for our, and then you need a scrap piece. So I have, as I said, and if you watched my little die organizer, I have a die that I cut this bow out of, but Stampin' Up! Has a punch that you can use, and I will put that item number down in the description below. I haven't been doing Stampin' Up for very long, so I haven't gotten all of the stuff that I want to get yet. So for this, I just needed a piece that was 1.5 or 6 inches by 1.5 inches, and I was able to cut that out of it. And then for our designer series paper, this is the, oh, now I can't even remember what it is. It's, you can get this in the, for celebration. It's a celebration item, which if you spend $50 or more, you get this for free, and it's a whole stack of paper, and it's really beautiful. I'll put the name and the number down in the description below. But so for this one, you need a 4x4 for this circle, a 3.5 by 3.5 for this one, and a 3x3 for this one. Or you can just figure out, you know, take a piece and put your dies on it and figure out, you know, how much you need. Okay, so let's start putting this together. Oh, and you're going to need 2 brads. I have these little itty bitty, might not be able to see them very well, tiny ones, because these are the only white ones I had, and I wanted to use white. Not sure if these are going to work or not, but we are sure going to try. So, okay. So, let's go ahead and do our sentiment real quick and get that out of the way, and then we can just start sticking everything together. So, here is my sentiment. It's been sitting out for a couple days because I had meant to make this video before, so I'm just going to clean it real quick. If it's been, especially with the photopolymer, if it's been sitting out for a little while, you might want to clean it before you use it because it does collect lint. So I am using the Watermelon Wonder ink. I need a scrap piece of paper because I want to make sure that this is going to look okay. Oh yeah, beautiful. See, look at that font. It's gorgeous. I love it. And we want to just make sure and get that in the middle as we can. And there we go. Oh, beautiful. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and clean this off since I have this ready here real quick. Okay. Okay, so let's get this out of the way. So we are going to start putting it together. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the biggest one. And I'm just going to use Tombow on this. So you take your biggest scallop and your biggest circle. And try and get it as centered as you can, which I'm not real good at that. And that is why... Oops. Why I use Tombow. Sorry if my head was in the way there. That's why I use Tombow, because I have some wiggle room. And then we're going to go ahead and put the sentiment down. And we want to make sure the direction on this is right. And then we'll put that right in the middle. So this is a really simple card, but it's beautiful, and it's something different. You know, you don't see this a lot, so that's what I liked about it. I like to try and find the ones that are different, because I mean, regular cards are great, don't get me wrong, but I'm different, so I guess I like the different. Okay, so get this one down. And you could put another piece of paper and stamp something on this. Maybe I'll do that later, you know, just to add more decoration to it if you wanted to. Okay, now this one is really, the circle is the same size as the base circle without the scallops. So Okay, yeah, these don't, size-wise are not as good as the ones for that Stampin' Up has. That's why I can't wait to get the Stampin' Up ones. Okay, so now these are all going to go together like this. And so what we need to do is we need to pierce it and put the brad in. So let me get my piercing tool here. And I'm just using the Stampin' Up piercing pad here. This is a really good thing to have, especially if you have photopolymer stamps also, because the photopolymer doesn't have the cushion on it like the rubber ones do. So when you're stamping with it, if you use the piercing pad, you get a much cleaner, crisper image. So, okay. That. So let's go ahead and put our brads in. Hopefully these little tiny ones are going to work. Oh yeah, that's going to work. And I'm glad that it did, because I really like the white. Okay, and then we'll do this one and poke it through. And you want to be careful and make sure you don't do this too close to the edge, because then it'll tear on the star one. One of them I did was too close to the edge, and I'm afraid it's going to tear. I got to get in there and reinforce it. So there we go. And then it just closes like this. Now for the back of it, and actually I'm going to go ahead and put a little loop of this on the back of it. Let me find my scissors. So that if they want to hang it, I probably normally would not use such a wide one, but right now this is all I have. So, and then they can put that on there. And what I think I might do is cut a little square of Watermelon Wonder. So, actually, no. I will do that later, because to get to my scraps, I've got to mess with the camera, because the camera's hanging off of it. But I am going to get my mini glue dots, which I get these from Stampin' Up. And I'm going to, come on, stick this together like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and put a couple of these on the back of here to stick that down. And then when I'm done with the video, what I'll do is I'll take some Tombow. I want another one. I'll take a piece of the Watermelon Wonder and put it on the back of this to kind of hide that and to reinforce it a bit. And I'll just use the Tombow, because the Tombow sticks so well. And then there we go. Oh. Let's see, that's off a little bit, isn't it? Oh, of course it is. Of course. Oh, man. Never a dull moment, right? That's okay. We'll just try that again. Okay. I'm going to put these ones down here. Of course, now it's sticking to me. I'm going to put them down here, but then I'm also, once I get it on, I'm going to stick down the top. And this time, I'll show you what I mean in a sec. Okay, so we want to make sure that this is centered. There we go. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put little glue dots to hold these down right here. And one right here. There we go. There. And then we will put the bow together. Now, if you have watched my other, my other video, I had said that you cut these apart. Duh. While I was watching that, you don't have to cut it apart. You leave it together, and then you put a glue dot in the middle, and you fold them and you stick them together. So, go like this, and then let go, let go. There we go. And then fold this one down. Oops. There we go. Okay. And then we need a dot in the middle of that to put the bow on. There we go. And then we'll put a dot on the back. Right here. Oh, no, don't stick to me. And then we'll just fold this up and around. And those are my material, fabric scissors. Don't want to use those. And then cut a little bit off. And there we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the glue dots on these parts right here to stick it to here, right in the middle. And there we go. Like I said, you can put another circle with a sentiment or, you know, something here, just as long as it's something flat, because you fold it up like that, and then you can send it off very easily, and when they get it, they can hang it up. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and again, don't forget to give me some ideas on what to do with those canvases that I got, and I will put a description with the item number for all of the Stampin' Up! Products, and a link to my store if you would like to purchase some of this stuff. I'd love to have your business, and you guys have a wonderful day. We'll see you next time. Bye.